Morning everybody, happy Monday. It's a new week, we got a new video, and I have a new Journaly update for you today. Can't wait, let's just jump straight into it. Okay, so at the beginning of this month, I promised all of you at the end of my daily language diary series that I would do absolutely everything that I possibly could to get Journaly ready for the testing phase by the end of this month. Now, it's just about the end of the month. We got a couple days left, but I'm excited to announce today that Journaly is now in the alpha testing phase. So I'm going to explain to you what that means, how we get from here to beta, and then of course launching to the whole wide world. So what this means is that Journaly is now in a live production environment at a secret location. And essentially the cool thing is that almost 300 of you signed up for the Journaly waitlist over at journaly.io. If you want to go check it out, there's a whole blog post over there with loads of information about the platform. But so 300 people is actually, it's astonishing and it's amazing, and I'm super ecstatic, but it's quite a lot. If you think about all the different data and all the different actions people could take, it could become quite enormous for the first ever time the app goes into production. And so that's why we need to have an alpha testing round where we basically take a very small number of people who are going to be more familiar with the app, very familiar with the fact that it's in early testing. And so we're going to have about 5 to 10 people using the app for a couple of weeks and basically providing very detailed feedback. And in an alpha testing round, it's completely normal and almost expected to find some perhaps fairly significant bugs. It's just very difficult to think of absolutely everything, every edge case, every scenario when you are the only developer or 2 or 3 developers looking at this thing buried into the code for 2.5 years in my case. It's hard to find everything. And so basically we just want to make sure that everything is set up and configured correctly, make sure we do a little bit of load testing, and make sure that there are no major bugs that prevent people from enjoying all of our user flows. Now, Journaly really is very well built, and it's a very full-featured app considering this is going to be version 1. And so we have done a lot of dev testing, and I think this is going to be relatively smooth, hopefully. So I anticipate this basically lasting about 2 weeks. And so my goal here is to get done with this phase by mid-July. Now, right now, we actually have about 5 or 6 people who are either internal or who have a very good relationship with Journaly and who sort of are familiar with testing applications also from an engineering perspective. However, I am also going to invite a few of you to join the alpha testing round if you would like. And so if you want to join, we're only going to have about 10, like maximum 12 people. And so you can send me an email at robin@journaly.com. Now, the waitlist and the sort of current landing page is at journaly.io, but I did purchase journaly.com. That was crazy. And so the final application is going to be launched at journaly.com. And so if you want to email me related to Journaly, then please do so at robin@journaly.com. Now, I can't promise that I will pick everybody because, like I said, we need a very limited number of people. And we also have to pick people that fit well together because, of course, if someone's learning French and someone's learning Chinese, someone's learning Japanese, if everyone's learning different languages and we don't have any overlap, then it's going to be hard to get those people to test out the flows correctly. So if you email me and if you don't get selected for the alpha phase, don't worry, and it's definitely not personal. There is almost nothing except for a first come, first served, and trying to find people that fit well together. But after this short phase of alpha testing is done, that's when all of you come in, all of you who have signed up for the waitlist. I'm so grateful that so many of you are just so supportive and want to be the early adopters of the Journaly family. I really believe this is going to be a fantastic platform. And so it's just so cool to have so many of you wanting to be part of that family early on and be the first people to support this endeavor and test out the app. So in the beta testing round, there may still be some bugs. The idea there is that it should be pretty much final. But again, we want to see how the app reacts, behaves, how it handles having several hundred people on there, several hundred people interacting with each other. And we do have a few enhancements and a few extra little features we want to add during that month. So I believe the beta testing round will last at least 1 month. It could be as long as 6 weeks or even a bit longer. We'll have to just see. But the good thing is that the app is essentially open for anybody. I am only going to be emailing those who are on the wait list, but in theory, you could invite people if you want to. I'm just not going to be announcing it publicly because we do want to keep this fairly contained even in the beta testing round. But again, you should be able to truly enjoy the full experience and all of the main sort of helpful educational flows that you can experience at Journaly. And once that's done, it's off to the races. It's gonna be out in the world, and I am planning on doing my very first live stream. That's gonna be a sort of live stream launch party. I've never done it before, so I'm gonna do my best to really give you a lot of notice. I want to find a day and a time that hopefully allows as many of you as possible to join. It should be really fun, and you know, a lot of you always comment on my enthusiasm and my energy. If you want to see me really happy, that's the day, because it's probably going to be the happiest day of my life so far. This has consumed 2.5 years of my life. Not a single vacation, not a single day off, not a single weekend, not even really a single evening has gone by where I haven't at least worked on Journaly or been studying something to learn something that I needed to know to build an amazing platform for all of you. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a wonderful time. I really would love all of you to join. I don't know how I'm gonna feel. It's crazy. Anyway, I just wanna say thank you for all of your patience, especially those of you who have been waiting for Journaly for years at this point. I could imagine if you're getting pretty impatient or if you have been for a long time. So totally understandable. I love all of you for waiting and supporting, and oh my God, I can't wait. With that, I will leave you. I'll wish you a wonderful Monday, a great new week. I'll see you back here on Wednesday for the next episode of the channel. And let me know in the comments if you would like to see a preview of the Journaly dashboard and some of the flows you can go through ahead of time, maybe sometime next week, or would you rather this be kept a surprise so that the first time you sign up, log in, it's a whole shebang. It's a whole surprise. Okay, everybody, happy Monday. Have a great day. See you on Wednesday.